Oh, you want to put that on silent?
I'm doing it on my phone.
Right. We look the same height. I think it's just your legs that are long.
Yeah.
Right. Should we do it like we're on Love on the Spectrum, please? No. Hi, I'm Brooke Miller.
Hi, I'm Aidan. What?
You want to say Aidan Rice?
Aidan Rice.
And we're in a relationship.
Yep.
I didn't think of a title. Do you think? What title should it be? How we make our relationship. How our relationship. Tips? No, our relationship. Last? How we make it last? Yeah. How we make our relationship last.
Well, you talk. You're the main person. Right. Yeah, you.
Paired. Paired is an app that we use every day.
Oh, I have to get it on my. Okay.
Yeah, get it up on your phone. Do you want to say why you like Paired?
I think it's quite fun. I think I like just like waking up every morning and just doing it. I think it's quite funny.
How do you think it helped our relationship? Like, think about how before we didn't have it and now we do have it. How do you think it's helped? Because I can think of a few things.
Can you? I think it gets us talking about certain things.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time we don't, but when we do, it's quite good. Like, because some of the questions sometimes it's like, "What's your dream holiday destination?"
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it, and then that's like a plan for us, and it's fun.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's just like, "What's your favorite food?" Or, "What's your partner's favorite food?"
Yeah.
And it'll be like
pasta.
Or it'll be like, well, what today's one was, what was your first impressions of each other? And we were just like, yeah.
Oh, I hadn't actually done it.
Oh, see, I do it every day. I've got a 506-day streak on it.
Should we see what my streak is? You can go to
the. Is it us? Do I go to like
no?
Where do I go?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, you've not got a streak. You've answered all the questions though, but one, but you've just not got a streak.
Yeah. I can't do them.
You can't do what?
I can't do them. I don't have the brain capacity.
Yeah, sometimes like when it's a question that I just can't think about, I just leave it for the whole day.
Yeah, but then you answer it.
Yeah, I answer it still.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just like the worst answer in the world. So just
yeah, a lot of the time at the beginning you put I don't know, and I'm like, you have to think of something.
Yeah, because I was just like thinking of it as soon as I woke up and did it as soon as I woke up because I thought I'd forget. But then it sends you a notification saying like at the end of the day, like, do I eat? No. I'm like, oh yeah, now I can actually think.
Why would you recommend Paired to other couples?
Just because it's fun. It's free. Well, I mean, there's like the paid version of it.
I think it's helped us.
Yeah.
To communicate.
Yeah.
With things, because you can't constantly be coming up with things to communicate over the space of like 5 years.
Spider-Man looks like he's standing.
Oh yeah. You can't constantly be thinking of things to come up with like over like we've been together 3.5 years.
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard to come up with new things to talk about. I think even Paired struggles sometimes, but there will be like new things, and it helps with communication. It has these quizzes that you do like probably each month, right, or like every 2 weeks, that you like rate each of the questions from like 1 star to 5 star basically, and then you both do it. And so one of the questions would be like, how well have you communicated this month? And then he might be like, we haven't really communicated that well. I'm going to put like half a star. And I'm going to be like, oh, I think we've communicated great. I'm going to put a whole star, kind of thing. And then you get each other's answers back, and then you can be like, oh, why did you not think the communication was good? And then they can be like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that might have been something that you would have never, ever said. And now it's like we're actually talking about it. So I think that's good. One of the things on Paired was also that it brought up, would you ever consider a no phone time policy, right? And I brought this up, I think, months, like 6 months before this question. And you were like, no, we don't need no phone time. That is fine. And on the question you put, yeah, I think I would. Oh, and I was like, I asked you that 6 months ago and you said no. And I just took that as that's the answer that he's going to say forever. But because of Paired, he said yes. And let me tell you, no phone time saved us. Do you think?
Saved us? I don't know.
I think so.
I think we still would have been in a relationship if we didn't have no phone time.
I think I might have left.
Actually? Genuinely? What, like 2-3 years in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like a wall.
No phone time's pretty recent as well.
Yeah.
What the
We've been doing it for a while now.
Like a few months, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty recent.
Yeah.
So in the last half year, you were like, oh, you might actually leave me.
I was like, this is not good.
Sorry.
Because I'd have my phone away, he'd be on his phone, and I'd be like talking about it. I'd feel like I knew that you were listening because you were replying, but it also felt like we're not having a conversation. You know, like if you go to dinner or something and it's like rude to have your phone out at the dinner table because it's like you're like communicating and stuff. Like, I don't know, if you were like with like your group of if you were with a group of friends, family and everything, would you have your phone out the whole time at the dinner table?
No.
And just like being with them?
Yeah, true.
But
yeah,
even if you were like replying and stuff, it'd be like antisocial, no? And then the other person would feel like, hello, you know. And that's how I felt like every time, because it'd get to that time where we've watched our show, you know, we've had our dinner, which was fine, you know, we've done a little board game or whatever. We'd get into bed, and that whole time was like on our phones. And now the difference has been very good. And I've seen lots of videos now, but obviously back then when it was happening, I saw no videos at all, no help whatsoever. But now that we're like, no phone time policy, all good in the hood, it's I've seen like videos talking about how no phone time like saves relationships, and no phone time is really good and it's really healthy. Also for intimacy. Because, yeah. Okay, so next thing on my list, argument management, apologising. Why have you put knowing passwords in the argument management?
I don't know, I just thought that
was a separate thing.
Oh, okay.
Right. So basically, I had a little bit of trouble in this area where when we'd argue, he'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, like afterwards, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, okay, that's nice. I forgive you. And he'd be like, hello, are you sorry for, your
Well, not
side?
like straight away. I wouldn't say, I'm sorry. Are you sorry?
No, but
Yeah,
it would be
but,
like that kind of thing.
It would be like in future, you'd admit that what you said wasn't right, but you wouldn't ever be sorry about it.
Would I admit that? Or would I think I was
Sometimes.
right?
You'd think you were right sometimes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'd be a bit like,
yeah.
Like, oh, I feel bad, but I'm not really sorry for what I said.
Like, I was feeling bad that it had an effect on you, but I felt right in what I said. Do you know what I mean? And I had this stance of like, because it would take me like, what would you say, like a good 24 hours to like come to the stance of actually apologise and be like, oh, I'm actually really sorry. Because I felt like...
Sorry?
I felt like if I didn't feel sorry, I wasn't going to say that I was sorry because I felt like I was lying. Because I didn't feel sorry, which is true. Like, I don't want to say. And you were like, okay, but I feel like I can't move on.
Yeah.
Without, like, I'm feeling like I'm still in that kind of argument space.
Yeah.
Without us both solidating the sorries. And I didn't think that I could change that part because I was like, well, if I don't feel it, like, it's something natural that you have to feel naturally. And actually, it's actually just a lot more thinking up in here to get to that sorry. Do you know what I mean? So it's a process in your brain. It's like, okay, I've made him feel that way, so technically I am sorry. Because I don't want him to feel that way or something. And if what I said made him feel that way, then I am sorry. It's easier to get to if you have a different mentality. And that's helped. Because I feel like our arguments, not that we went through a phase recently of like not having any, I feel.
Any arguments, yeah. And if we did, they were very like, they were a little like bickers.
Yeah.
But like nothing.
But nothing we would count, if that makes sense. And bicker, I mean like, 10 seconds? Because people in my life, they count an argument as a screaming match. I don't. Do you know what I mean? They count it as like shouting at each other. And I'm just like, yeah, but you were in like toxic relationships, that don't count. I see it as like a disagreement that you're both like strongly disagreeing with each other. You're like, no, I believe this. Like, no, you should do this. And they're like, no, I want to do this. And they're like, well, that's not going to work. And, it's like that back and forth thing.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And no, processing the apology quicker has, like, I think helped our relationship a lot, because imagine having an argument now where it goes on for like, well, it didn't go on, but you were like still wanting the apology until you got it, and then you could move on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you were always like, and then you were also like, well, now that I've got the apology, what took so long? What took so long for you to get there? Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know, I just needed to feel it. But I could have got there quicker in hindsight, but I just didn't know how to at that point.
Wrong with you, really? Something like that. It's more like me just being like.
No, but it does help.
Yeah. But it's more like, if you don't feel sorry, you don't feel sorry, and that's just it. I can't force something out of you. to make me feel better.
No, but I thought that it was like one of them things where it was like, I'm going to have to like change myself and like start acting like I'm sorry quicker just to be over with it. Like just for you to get what you wanted. And in actual fact, I can be sorry quicker. I just needed to process faster, which, can I just preface? I'm slow. I'm really slow at processing everything. So it's taken a minute to learn how to process a little bit quicker in that instant. Obviously, other instants don't matter as much. But that one, for us, mattered.
Knowing passwords?
Knowing passwords.
That's been like a thing that we've had for years.
We started off like that.
Yeah.
And I can't... the only thing that I can't imagine is if you started to be a bit like funny.
What do you mean?
If you started to be like okay,
now.
I think we should have privacy on our phones, like privacy.
What, like now? If I started doing that now, yeah, that would be questionable.
Question it.
Yeah, about why? It's like, oh.
Yeah, and even if you started the relationship off like that, I'd still be like, why? Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's just my private space.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you trying to hide?
I think some people are just private people and they don't want people going through their phones no matter who, and I can get that. Like, even if they're not doing anything wrong, but it does kind of leave like a guilty, like it does make you look a bit guilty or something. Yeah. Like, even if it's not cheating, it's like, what is it then? Like, what?
Yeah, could be something even more sinister.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what
but
I mean?
it's still like, but again, you could be completely innocent and still want your privacy, and I get that, but it does make you look quite bad.
And it leaves the other person with this slight trust issue lingering and lingering and lingering. And eventually that's going to get bigger and bigger, and then they're going to be like, can I look on your phone? Or they're going to do it. Probably. If they feel like something's going on, and you're like, no, you can't look at my phone. No, you can't look at my phone. No, you can't look at my phone. They're going to look on your phone.
Yeah, it's like...
They're going to, watch you type that password in. It's going to happen. And then you're going to be like, oh, you went on my phone, blah, blah, blah. I told you not to. Because obviously now that person's crossed a boundary. But that person's left that person with that trust issue building and building and building, when they could have just been like, look, nothing's going on. Here is your validation for that. And then that person is going to feel so much better knowing,
Yeah.
Even if it's just once. Do you know? Like, you can have your privacy, but just once to like validate them, or when they're feeling like really insecure. Because people are like, oh, she's insecure. She's going to be. Or he's going to be,
Yeah. To be fair, as well, you go through my phone every now and then.
Yeah,
and you go through messages.
Yeah.
From like 4 years ago.
Not 4 years ago. I keep it within our relationship.
Some of those Instagram messages. I don't message people on Instagram very often.
I look at the weeks.
Yeah, and it's like
3 weeks ago.
Like 200 weeks ago sometimes.
Oh no, not 200. What is 200 though? I don't know what 200 is.
Well, it's about, I don't even remember how many weeks are in the year. I always forget.
Do you know what I mean?
There's about 50 something weeks in the year.
I don't care.
I've got to check it. Hold on.
I don't care about like pre-relationship.
How many weeks in a year? 52 weeks in a year.
Oh. I don't think I've looked at 200 weeks.
Because I do not message people on Instagram.
How much you message them on?
No, but like, even on like Snapchat, I mean, to be fair, you've gone through Snapchat and yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I never have to look through the guys.
As in the men, you don't look through the men's.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't expect you
Am
to.
I missing something there?
But there's like, well, I won't say their names, but there's certain people who you check who I'm friends with.
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case you slip up and do a little flirty flirt.
Flirty flirt.
Because I've had that. I think it's also a thing of past things that have happened. Say I never had a boyfriend that had flirted with girls over messages, or never had a boyfriend that liked someone secretly for months without me knowing. Yeah.
That sounds like you're talking about me.
No,
I just want to prove,
I'm talking about that's why I said
yeah,
past.
yeah, I know, but it's still, I don't know.
Anyway, but like if those past things didn't happen, I might have more trust.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like regardless of past stuff, if I had none of that happen, right, and you were funny about your password and things,
yeah, it's still like,
I'd still be like, suspicious, red flag.
I don't think I've changed my password in years, even before you.
Especially, I'm not being funny. He's watched me pee. What privacy? What privacy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want privacy on your phone, but you're happy to watch me pee? Or like, you know, you pee in front of me? It's not adding up, is it? Come on. Anyway, next thing.
Finances.
Oh, a lot of couples put more of the finances. Oh, I get this if the woman makes more money, the man makes more money. It's an uneven ground, right? If you're both making the same amount of money, you can't put the expectations on the man.
Yeah.
Because we're at the same kind of...
We're the same, yeah. I think if anything, you make a little bit more money than
I think we make the same...
You work more hours than I do.
You get the £1,000 thing. So it kind of evens it out.
Oh, yeah, I get my maintenance line.
Yeah.
Well, that's just for now.
I know it's for now, but that probably bulks you up a bit.
Yeah, it does help a bit.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so... I'd say we're on even grounds pretty much.
Yeah.
But you like to be like, oh no, I'll pay for this. And that's fine.
Yeah, I like treats and like snacks.
Every now and then you'll be like, I'll pay for this. But a lot of the time in Tesco, we will get our Tesco stuff and then we'll get the receipt and I'll pay him back. And if I forget because I've got really bad memory, he'll remind me, or I'll be like, oh gosh, what do I owe you?
Yeah.
Let me do that now, quickly.
Well, it's like vice versa. Like if you pay for something, which you never normally do.
No,
you never. It's usually me who I pay and you send me back. But sometimes it has been where it's like you paid and I've sent you money back or whatever.
If the man, because it is usually men, just prefacing. I know that there's like lesbians and stuff, but say the man is like insecure about not paying for the bill in the restaurant. I personally find it a bit weird. Like if they're like,
what if I was like, I have to pay?
Yeah, I have to pay. Like,
yeah, I think it's like
it's a bit toxic masculinity, I think. Do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just fair. If we're both in a restaurant, unless it's like your birthday or something, I'll pay.
Yeah.
Or if it's like, I don't know, just a special occasion.
Or
that makes sense.
If you earn like a lot more than me.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. There's don't know where I was going.
Yeah, but we're good with like money, I think, like in terms of like paying each other back, going to restaurants.
I do forget a lot because I usually, because I drive everywhere. So like once he pays, we get in the car. There's no reception in the car park. I can't pay him back at that point.
Mm.
You know, so I can't do it straight off the bat and then I forget.
Yeah. And we're usually like super understanding about like any time I ask you to pay for something. I think you go into it expecting to pay as well. Like if we're going to like a restaurant or something, and then I pay, and I'm like, yeah, can you pay me back? Or like if we get something, I'm like, can you pay me back? You expect to pay. So it's never been. I don't think we've ever had an argument about finances.
I think we have, but that's when I was jobless. Didn't have a job, so that was really tough.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Like it was tough because you'd only have like.
I didn't have much.
You didn't have much. I had my like universal credit. Bear in mind, universal credit was like what, £300 a month. It just doesn't get you much. Oh, this is what I've written. So when we have had arguments and we've said something mean, we will call each other out and be like, no.
Yeah.
I feel like we have respect for ourselves in the way that each other treats each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
we understand where we've.
You wouldn't let me walk all over you. I wouldn't let you walk all over me. Mm-hmm. Come with me. Also do about, this like, with me. Oh, right. Yeah. So basically, boundaries. Say, we could take this back to the phone thing. Obviously, it was a boundary that the other partner didn't go on that partner's phone. Or both ways. Boundary has been set. I just think it's bad boundary. But there's other boundaries where, say it's something small like, oh, I really want to go clubbing, will you come with me? Say your stance is.
What, that I don't want to go clubbing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you.
No, yeah.
I'm not going to beg for him to go.
I'm more of a sit in a pub garden. If I had to choose like something like that where it's going out and having a drink, even though I don't drink, it would be to sit in a pub garden with mates, chat, have a drink. Again, if I don't drink, but like be with people who drink or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd 1,000% rather that than go to a club.
Yeah, and if I started going, please, would it put you off more?
Yeah, because I'd be like, I'd probably end up going to one just to say like fuck it, like let me see what it's like. But if it was like a boundary for you that you hated clubs and you didn't want to go. Yeah, I'd probably, if you ask me enough, I'd probably be like, okay, let me try it for you. And if I don't like it, and I told you I don't like it, and you keep asking me, I'd be like, okay, stop.
And that is a compromise. Let's get on to compromising. So, with boundaries, right? Say it's like really, I love clubbing, and it's one of our differences. We're on completely different plates.
I just want to say, you don't actually like clubbing, do you?
I hate clubbing. Yeah, I hate clubbing. Clubbing. Just using it as an example. Say I really wanted to go clubbing, and I loved clubbing, and I just hadn't been with you. I'd been with all my friends, and I hadn't been with you, and you know, you're the one person I wanted to go with, and blah blah blah. You are on a totally different plate. You're a homebody. You hate going out. A little bit agoraphobic. Worse, that's a nightmare. Would you say that either me compromising with you or you compromising with me, what would that look like for this scenario?
I guess we're just compromising with each other, aren't we?
Yeah,
Because
so
it'd
what
be
would
like-
it look like for us to both be happy?
Just do our own thing. But like have like equal time where we spend with each other.
No, with a clubbing thing.
I don't get it.
So I would say we'd have to like come to an agreement where it would be like, okay, let's do this instead. And it would be, you know, throwing a party in the house.
Yeah.
Compromise! You know? That would be a good compromise.
Yeah.
What would you say is a good compromise for, say, someone that says, no going on my phone, missus, and you're like, well, I think you're cheating on me. What would be a good compromise for that?
Fuck. Is there an answer?
Yes.
Oh fuck, I don't know. What allowed them to? I don't know.
I would think the compromise would be let the person look together. They look together.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're not going, oh, let me look here. I'm going, look.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just for something, you know?
Yeah. I think like a compromise we have is that we don't, at the moment we kind of suck at it.
What? Suck at compromising?
Because before we'd do it well where we saw each other every 2 days. So we'd see each other, we'll see each other on Monday, don't see each other Tuesday, see each other Wednesday, don't see each other Thursday.
We're starting to do that again.
Starting to do that again. I think right now it's because we're in our you're off work.
Yeah, I have time to spare.
Yeah, so it's like
difficult because
you'll be sat at home all day.
Yeah, like, and you're off.
Yeah, and I'm off, and I'm just at home as well.
Holidays don't count.
Holidays don't. That's fair. But I think it's good if we do that because we've definitely had it in the past where we've seen each other too much.
Yeah.
And like when we were basically living together at one point and we'd see each other every day, but you didn't have a job and I had a job I hated and I didn't have uni either.
Yeah.
So we were kind of
we were in unhappy places with our life.
Yeah.
And constantly spending time together.
And then and we didn't really see other people at all.
No, we didn't really have friends.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you had friends, but online.
Yeah.
I had none. I had none.
But it got to like a bit of like cabin fever. Where
yeah, I get that.
We were both unhappy with our situation. We were both pissed about everything that was happening. And we just, because we spent so much time together, we had no other outlet than like kind of just arguing with each other at that point, I think.
Because we were like grating on each other.
Yeah. I mean, last time, when was it? Last year, we spent a lot of time together.
It was better.
And it was just me and you. But it was better because we both had things that we wanted to do. I had uni, you had work. You have work that you enjoy.
Yeah. I feel like if we were to live together again now,
yeah,
it'd be a lot better. And also we have a better communication style with saying sorry quicker and all of this stuff. It all adds up to like just a better environment, I think.
But I think it's good that we have that time apart every other day, because it gives me time to like just like kind of do my own thing, play something,
be an individual.
And it's the same for you.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I know sometimes you just get a bit bored.
When I'm an individual, I do things like paint my wall green.
Yeah. Yeah. I just play games.
Yeah,
watch
you
films.
play games. You talk to your friends online. And I'm left to the voices. I'm left to the voices.
Well, there was like times where like recently where we would not see each other, but go cinema. So we just wouldn't speak to each other, and then we wouldn't.
That would
It was
work,
nice.
though.
It would be fine because then we're also going out.
Yeah.
But then it did also feel like I didn't actually see you. But
Yeah,
it
we
did as
didn't.
well. It felt fine,
Yeah.
but like we didn't really spend much time together because going cinema is fun and it's an experience, and I love it. And I mean, I probably won't change it. I'll probably still go to the cinema.
Yeah.
But like, still, But I think we're getting better at it now. We're not going cinema as often now, I feel.
And also, it's because we live so close.
We're going to go twice this weekend.
Oh. What are we seeing?
We're seeing Warfare and we're seeing Sinners.
Oh, I've heard some stuff about Warfare, have you?
What? Bad stuff?
Not bad stuff necessarily about the film. It's more about, like, what the film is about, if that makes sense. Like, the war that it's about kind of thing. And how they've characterized the characters, even though in real life that's not necessarily how a lot of the army people were.
That's weird though, because it's written by a guy who made by a guy who went through that. It's all about his experience. That's like the marketing of the film. Is that I can't remember what his name is. It's Ray something or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to like send you the stuff that I've seen.
No, I don't. So we'll probably watch it like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, okay.
But like,
oh wait, what's the other one? Sinners.
I've heard that's really good. I've heard they're both really good.
Vampire
The Vampire one with Hailey Steinfeld and Michael B. Jordan. I've heard that's really good as well.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, because we live so close to each other. And it's really hard to not just be like, oh, let me go to your house. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing anything. Let me go to your house. You're not doing anything. Let me go to your house.
Yeah.
And we kind of forget that actually we need alone time.
Because we had that on Sunday where I kind of just thought, I'm going to sit here all day, play games that I can't be bothered to play. It'll just be bored.
And I'm going to sit here all day playing games on my phone.
Yeah.
And the voices.
So just see each other. And then we had a good time seeing each other.
Yeah.
And then it felt like the day wasn't wasted.
Yeah.
But I'm someone who, like, as well, on weekends, I need to go out somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's, like, just walking about somewhere, just, like, doing nothing, really.
Being cute.
I need to... Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we did on Sunday, wasn't it? We went to B&Q, and then I felt like, even then, I hate...
You're like a dog that needs to be walked.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't like sitting indoors all day.
Yeah.
Even though I'm, like, someone who plays games all day and loves watching films all day, I can't... If I'm spending that time with someone, I have to go out.
Yeah.
I can do it on my own, but I have to go out if I'm with someone, I think. Because I just can't... I feel like I've got this opportunity where I'm with someone, I can actually go out and do something, but I'm wasting it by sitting indoors and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Really. I'm just kind of laying there watching, like, fucking Daredevil.
You feel like a bed rot, but a game chair rot.
Yeah.
Kind of wasting away.
But I don't know. Yeah, I just need to do something every weekend. Even if it is just like going out to the cinema or like literally going up to like and doing charity shopping.
Don't say where we live, Aidan.
Okay, cut that bit out.
Okay,
Even
say it again.
Even if we go up to that area that I can't say, and
oh wait, I could have just put the sound down. I wonder if I can do that with my editing
skills. You
skills.
could probably just bleep it.
I wonder.
Probably just bleep it. Go bleep.
Yeah, I wonder.
Anyway, yeah. I just need to do something. I feel like I waste like an opportunity, even if it's on my own. Like there's because there's been times where I've just like had the day to myself, and I'm just sat indoors. And I just went it, and I've like gone up to London and just sat down, like walked about London.
I don't know if you can swear either. I'll try.
I think we've sworn a few times in this.
Really?
I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. Is that it?
Oh, last thing.
Oh yeah.
Constantly evolving.
Yeah, I think so. We are.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because looking back, all of these things count as evolution. Do you think?
Oh yeah. I mean, we've definitely like evolved over time. My nan's just arrived at our house. We've definitely like evolved over time for the better. Like, because again, like thinking back to like 2023 when we were in the house all day, just sat, and we just kind of like rotted. Like I remember how dirty that bloody front room would get because we would just not like dirty as in like dust everywhere.
But we would also be using it as the 2 beds, right?
Yeah, sometimes we would. Sometimes we'd just sleep there.
Yeah, like we would sleep there because
and
like
I just felt like gross because it would literally just be us sitting in that front room all day with the blinds down, with not dirt, but like wrappers or something, and then we would take those wrappers away, but like I just feel cluttered, and yeah. Anyways, look at your room. Oh no, it's actually alright there.
Yeah, I do need to empty my linen.
Yeah, but I'm someone who.
Hey!
I'm someone who needs like the blinds open.
I'm someone that needs the blinds closed.
Yeah.
And the side lights on.
Because I used to be like that, but then it kind of just like, I don't know. I think that was during COVID, and I'd have the blinds closed all the time, and like it kind of just my body clock. And then I just started like, I couldn't sleep. It took me ages to get up, and I'd waste like half a day and just sit in my room all day watching like The Simpsons and playing Animal Crossing during COVID, and it was just really like depressing. No wonder I couldn't go outside. I was just like terrified of going outside after that. My social anxiety rose. So now I feel better if I'm sat in a room all day with like the blinds open, even at night now. At night I've been sleeping with the blinds open, which feels really weird.
I think is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just can't. I just like it. I like waking up to the sun. I like waking up because then it feels, because it's like you wake up to a dark room and then you open the curtains and then it's suddenly blinding. Well, I feel like if you wake up to the sun, I've been waking up to the sun and I don't feel like blinded.
Can I just say,
it feels quite natural.
When I'm on that side of the bed and your curtains don't reach the end.
Yeah.
Of the funk.
Of the funk.
of the thing. So there's a gap there, right? Yeah. So there's light coming through the bottom, right? I'm on that side. So as soon as I like open my eyes, I'm eye level with that light, right?
Yeah.
I woke up, I opened my eyes the other morning. I thought I was looking at an iPad. And that is what I feel like. But I just feel like I'm looking at a huge iPad, and then I'd be like, oh.
Well, that's the thing. I'd sleep on that side if I could, but I'm usually the one to get up first. So that's why it's just easier if I sleep on the other side, because then I just like get up and like I just get out of bed.
I don't mind you stepping over me. You know, I wouldn't wake up like that.
Oh, yeah, true.
But it's just harder for you to do.
It's just harder for me to do. But I mean, I'll do it. I don't mind sleeping on that side of the bed.
Well, let's try it then.
Okay, we'll try it.
Should we end it there? think I've got
Yeah.
like an hour's worth of footage.
48 minutes.
How do you want to end it?
I
Do you
don't
want to do
know.
something? Do you want to do something funny? We're gonna end the video there. See you guys later. Ooh, ASMR. That's just my chest bones. Okay. Nice talking to you. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying my best.